What's up, guys? I hope you guys are doing well. Of course, you guys probably aren't doing well, Knicks fans at least, after this game. I'm sorry for the lighting. The lighting is not the greatest. It's really hard to get natural lighting at night, and especially because I film on my phone. I don't have like a big time camera. I'm 16 years old, kind of on this like budget. I don't want to like splurge all my money on a camera. Hopefully, I can do that when like I get a job one day, and then I do have good money coming through in the future, and that type of thing. Because I want to make sure I update you guys of the New York Knicks with high quality videos, but it's really hard with natural lighting when it is dark outside. But as you guys know, the Knicks did drop to 2-3. They're under 500. Let's get used to that, to be completely honest. And as you guys know, I'm not the most optimistic thinker. I'll be optimistic when the Knicks deserve some optimism or they deserve to be talked about in that type of way. But tonight, there's no optimism. Maybe a couple players deserve some optimism, and that's Kevin Knox and Austin Rivers, as we lost to the Raptors 100-83 as they get their first win of the season. As Siakam did not play due to some discipline reasons. He left the last game early, and Nick Nurse did not like that. Remind me of some Joe Judge, Tom Coughlin. If you're a Giants fan, you get that when it comes to the discipline. And I really like that out of Nick Nurse. And I bet that really motivated the team. And like, we need no nonsense. We're gonna go out there, play hard for Siakam, and just prove that we're a better basketball team. And they proved that, even though the beginning of this game was really sloppy. And the Knicks were pretty sloppy all night, as we only went on to make 3 3-pointers. I know some Knicks fans were so freaking excited about us being able to hit threes. We're number one in the league in 3-pointers. First off, we were only 4 games into the season, and Alfred Payne was not going to be hitting 3-pointers at the rate that he was throughout the whole season. But Alfred Payne, I thought he did a pretty solid job facilitating, finishing nicely at the basket. He did have like a couple wide open threes. The one he completely airballed. We know it's just like, oh gosh, it's just terrifying when I watch this man shoot. And we all know he can't shoot from the free throw line. When he did go there, he did go on to miss, but he did a good job finishing at the basket. We all know we're used to him missing layups. Getting it to RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett was absolutely pathetic once again. I tried telling Knicks fans calm down after the first game, because if you did not know, in his NBA debut, his rookie year, he was really efficient. He was drilling threes, and ever since then, he dropped off from downtown. I guess if you want some optimism, Knicks fans, he was 4 for 5 from the free throw line. But I'm tired of giving this man excuses. I know it's only his second year in the NBA, only 4 years, or only 4 games in, but he's taking bad shots. A lot of people say we have to set him up for easier shots, which we do. We have to get him closer to the basket. But I really, we can't get this man close to the basket. We can, but the shots he's missing are so wide open. So he's not really doing himself any favors. Even when he was near the rim, he wasn't finishing. He was 0 for 8 from downtown. 0 for 8, 4-19 from the field. 3 assists, 8 rebounds. He played 37 minutes. He had 12 points. He was -20, the highest plus minus. He was not efficient. Pretty much all the big deficiencies at Duke are coming to life. Everyone was scared of not being able to shoot the basketball. He's like this bully ball type of guy for sure. And some people had questions about his defense, not really the most gifted athletically, his shot selection, and just it's definitely just when it comes down to his shooting and his deficiencies on the defense side of the basketball. And his handle needs a lot of work as well, and especially when it comes to the turnovers. He needs to know what he's good at, and that is driving to the basket. The best players know the strong suits of their games. They play throughout their strengths. And I don't know if the Knicks coaching staff is telling him to stand outside of the perimeter, but those are just open shots. You should be making them. You have to make them. You're an NBA player. I know he's going to have off nights, but he's had tons of games when it comes to this in his NBA career. That's why I did not get hype after the first game. This happened last season, and I knew his shot wasn't going to drastically change. But no excuses. RJ Barrett had an absolutely awful night. We have to hope he gets better, but right now he's not looking like a good NBA player so far for the New York Knicks after the first game. And I've really never had high optimism on RJ Barrett. He's not the greatest defender. Maybe you could say he's a solid playmaker, not a good playmaker. I don't think he's good, like some people say. His jump shot's broken. Doesn't have a good handle. He's even struggling to finish at the rim at times, which is his best attribute. The best thing is he's making free throws, which I don't know how he's doing that. He rebounds. But besides that, he has not been a good NBA player, when it comes to the efficiency side of the ball as well. But we got to give him time. It's his second year. But come on. We need someone to be good on this team moving forward. And when RJ's contract year comes up and he's still producing this way, I'm sorry, I'm not giving this man a max contract. I'm not confident going with a shooting guard moving forward that can't shoot the basketball. I'll only give him that contract if he makes a big-time leap. I'm sorry. But we'll see what happens with RJ Barrett. Hopefully you get better. Please get better. I'm tired of seeing these very inefficient nights, like on so much on a consistent basis, even though we're only 4 games in. Mitchell Robinson didn't play much. He played 25 minutes, which was the less amount of minutes, or second less behind Alfred Payne, 2 less, or 2 more than Alfred Payne when it came to the starting lineup. He was 2 for 4, had 4 fouls, kind of got back into his rhythm of foul trouble, had 4 points, did a pretty good job crashing the glass. He did a good job being where he's supposed to be in the paint, in my opinion. But he has to stop relying on his athleticism to get rebounds. This team needs to learn how to box out. This team, at one point, I was really surprised we were leading at halftime when it came to boards. But one specific part of the game when it came to rebounding, second chance points. The Raptors were rebounding the ball like absolutely crazy. It looked like this team did not care about rebounding. We did not look like we're playing fundamental basketball when it came to rebounding. We got to box out. Julius Randle. Oh yeah, but Mitchell Robinson, it all comes down to consistency, but I get he's young. He didn't play organized basketball in college, so you could pretty much say like he's still kind of a rookie, but he got to be better at the end of the day. We need to see progress of consistency. We saw it for a couple games. I'm not really going to get that tough on Mitchell Robinson because we saw a few games of consistency throughout the season of not really being into foul trouble, which I really respect about Mitchell Robinson's game this year. All right, but before we get into Julius Randle, Reggie Bullock, he's back entering the front rim contest. He 0 for 9 from downtown. I get he has the confidence. He shoots some bad shots, so as soon as he comes off the screen, he's like, rifle, I'm shooting that anyway. But he had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 points, or 6 points, 5 fouls. He was just not good. He's not like a big-time liability defensively. He did get into some foul trouble, but it wasn't like terrible because he did play 38 minutes and they had faith in him. But simply, he did not shoot the ball that well whatsoever. But we will get into someone who I thought shot the ball very well in this basketball game that I've been pleasantly surprised with when it has come to shooting the ball. I'm just gonna say shout out to lethal shooter Julius Randle. He's kind of came down to life, and I thought Julius Randle would have had a worse game if the Raptors still had Ibaka or if they had Siakam playing in this game, because I think Randle really struggles against that type of length and those types of guys, especially for his skill set that's really around the rim. They're really the disruptive players, but I can't say he was terrible. In this game, he had 3 turnovers, which, again, is not good. But, like, this is why I'm not giving excuses to RJ anymore or anyone else on this basketball team. He's playing with his head up. That was the big thing. He's really ball dominant, not keeping his head up. He was making the right passes. One to Noel, down low, that he threw it down. Julius Randle was not making that play last year, but I got to give him credit. Had another double-double. Of course, that's been his key theme in his NBA career when it comes to these double-doubles, playing around the rim. He was 0 for 4 from downtown, 6 of 7 from the charity stripe, 5 assists. He made the right plays. He was minus 18. I thought he was better than that, but really no one had a great game. Like I said, a couple players had solid games, and I'll get to Knox and Rivers later. But Randle, I thought, was all right in this game, and RJ's not ready to be a number 1 option. I don't even know if he's like a number 2 option right now in the NBA. He may be a number 1 option. He has a lot of work to do. I'm really frustrated with RJ Barrett. I'm just going to say, prove me wrong. Shut me up, please. As a Knicks fan, we need a damn good basketball player. We need a good freaking basketball player. And RJ Barrett definitely needs to prove that at the end of the day. But Nerlens Noel, I thought he played good as well. I'm sorry, Nerlens Noel. I almost forgot about you for a second. I thought he played some good defense. I thought he did a good job rebounding the ball. That's another thing. Like I said, Mitchell Robinson's more talented, but Mitchell Robinson has a lot of fundamentals he needs to clean up, and Nerlens Noel brings some things to the table that Mitchell Robinson does not. I really do think Mitchell Robinson could be a piece of the future. Do I think it's going to be a starting center? Maybe, maybe not. Because I don't know if I'm looking towards the future. I want him as our starting center, but if he continues to mature, maybe. But Nerlens Noel, I thought he did a good job rebounding. I thought he played good defense. I thought Nerlens Noel did a good job in this game for sure. Kevin Knox, player of the game in my opinion. Yes, he had a minus 14 plus minus. He had like an air ball, but just like if you're really just thinking about it, he was the best player on the team. And it doesn't mean much because just like this team was god awful, so it's kind of like hard to take anything good from this game. But he had 16 points. He shot the ball well. I don't care that he was 2 for 8 from downtown. He hit some big shots in this game to get us back into this game and that sloppy first quarter. 4 for 5 from the charity stripe, 5 for 14. The aggression you just love to see, but can we see it on a consistent basis? That's a big thing with Kevin Knox. He shot a good amount of threes. He was 5 of 14. May not be the most efficient ones at 42%, but Knicks fans, you just gotta love to see the aggression from Kevin Knox. And I would freaking start Kevin Knox over Reggie Bullock. Like I don't even care. Start Kevin Knox at the 2. But do I think he can keep up with twos? No, no, I do not defensively. But he's gotten better on that side of the ball, and I got to give Kevin Knox credit. Austin Rivers came in, played like a veteran. What could I say? He played a good pace. His first bucket as a Knick, had a nice floater in the lane. Did a good job controlling the pace. He had 5 assists, 7 points in 21 minutes. Hit a 3 as well. He played good defense, and he just represented he just looks like a true Knick out there. Knicks love those types of players that get timely buckets or they hit big shots, play good defense on the stretch. And I can't really hate on Austin Rivers whatsoever in this game. Jared Harper got some burn, not much to talk about there. 2 points, I believe it was from the charity stripe. Not a pretty game whatsoever, Knicks fans. Hopefully we can move forward, but this team's not going to be really good. But this is why we want the number 1 pick. That's why we want to get these big guys in free agency. Because this team needs talent and we want to be good again. They fought, don't get me wrong. The Raptors are just a better basketball team. But we'll see how this team looks moving forward. I know Julius Randle got hurt, but I heard it's cramps. I think he will be okay. Hope Quickly comes back next game. I doubt he'll start. But gosh, it would just be beautiful to see Quickly. And just if we're going to lose, let these young guys be held accountable and learn how to win. Guys like Quickly, guys like Knox, Mitchell Robinson, RJ looks disgusting right now, but hopefully he gets better. But I want to thank you guys so much for the great amount of support. You can hate on me all you want, when it comes to RJ Barrett. He just simply has to be better. I'm tired of the excuses. He has to be better. Everyone on this team has to be better. And again, I knew this team wasn't gonna be good, but you still get upset when your team loses because there's that emotional connection. You want to be a good basketball team, but simply everyone has to be better. But proud of the way we fought. Didn't come out victorious, and another thing, people got so excited. We're top in the league guarding 3-pointers. Guarding the 3-point line. We played the Cleveland Cavaliers. We left them open from 3 a million times. We're just lucky to play Seti Osman, Dante Exum, Colin Sexton. We're just lucky to be playing those guys. And when we left Garland open, he let us pay. And we left the Raptors open for some just easy 3s. Alfred Payne, you could tell the frustration. Just Van Vliet killed us, Lowry killed us. They're simply a better basketball team. I told someone in the comment section that the Raptors are better. They're better than what their record showed. But the only reason we're in this game at the beginning is because they were missing some easy shots. But thank you guys so much for the great amount of support. Hope you guys have a good New Year's. I love you guys. Thank you so much for making this just great experience on YouTube. I hope to make better content moving forward. And as always, guys, have a humble day or night. Peace out, y'all.